Hi, Foxes. I hope you guys are having a good week. Today is Wednesday. I'm not recording this on Wednesday, but it's Wednesday for you. So you should have your Wednesday sheet out. We're going to talk about fractions of fractions. So remember, we talked about how of means multiply. So when I say fractions of fractions, what I'm saying is a fraction multiplied by another fraction. So we learned how to do that by multiplying the numerators together, then multiplying the denominators together. But I wanted to show you guys what that looks like. So 1/3 of 1/2, we'll start there. If I need 1/3 of a half, I have to start with a half. So this is a half. If I need 1/3 of it, then I would have to cut it into 3 pieces so I could figure out what 1/3 would be. 1/3 of a half looks like that. If you notice, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares now, and I've colored in one of those squares. So my new fraction would be 1/6. I could check my work with my formula for multiplying fractions that we learned yesterday. 1 times 1, numerator times numerator, equals 1. 3 times 2, denominator times denominator, equals 6. That's what I got. If we look over here, again, we're cutting it in half, right? We're looking for 2/3 of half. If I'm looking for 2/3, I've got to cut that half up into 3 pieces, and then I'll color in 2/3 of it. So again, if you notice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 squares now, and I've colored in 2. So my fraction would be 2/6. I can check my work. 2/3 times 1/2 equals 2 times 1 equals 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. So I know I got it right. I'm going to do one more with you guys, one of these number stories, and then you guys are going to do this and the back on your own, okay? So, but let's look at this number story first. Carolyn had 1/3 liter of water. She drank 3/4 of the water. What part of a liter of water did she drink? So there are some numbers in there. I'm going to circle those. And there are some words in there that let me know what my operation is going to be, and that's of. Remember, of means multiply. So I know that somewhere in here, I'm going to have to multiply. So 3/4 of, okay, I know that I'm going to start with 3/4 of, and I'm looking at 3/4 of 1/3. So 3/4 of 1/3. If I was going to draw it out, this is what it would look like. 3/4 of 1/3. First, what it wants to know is what just 1/4 would be, which would be our unit fraction, which we talked about yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. So first, what is 1/4 of 1/3? Well, if there's 1/3, I got to draw it out so that I can see what 1/3 looks like. And then 1/4 of that means I have to cut it up into fourths, right? So 1/4 of that would look like that. Now, if you notice, we've got more boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 boxes, and 1 is shaded in. So my answer would be 1/12, right? I can check my work. 1/4 times 1/3 equals numerator by numerator, 1, denominator by denominator, 12. So on the other side, you're going to show me what 3/4 of 1/3 looks like. You already know what that unit fraction is and what that looks like. So on this side, you're going to figure out what 3 of those would look like, or how many 12ths you would have. I guess I just gave the answer away. So, and then on your own, you're going to do the back page, okay? It says by folding paper. If you want to use paper and fold it to figure it out, that's fine. I know a lot of you guys like the drawing better. So that's why I didn't show you the paper folding thing. It's really difficult for me to do the whole paper folding thing. It's really confusing to me. But if you want to try that out and use that, that's totally fine. But the drawings, I'm going to accept that as well. So you don't have to fold the paper if you don't want to. Okay, as always, if you have any questions, you guys can email me. I love you and I miss you. Bye.